You are watching T to the M to the IDD.
What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? T to the M to the IDD, back with another video for you today. Now, this video, I wanted to address something, okay? I wanted to address the one tool that I feel like every on location photographer should have. Every on location photographer should have this tool. I feel like it is an important tool, and I feel like it should help you do your job when you are on location. That being the key word, on location. So let's take this back just one step. Whenever you start to become a photographer in your photography journey,
what's going on, guys? It's your boy T-Med, and I'm back with another YouTube video.
there's always a question about which lens is the best, which lens should I buy. I have repeatedly run into this question, so I know it's always kind of that thing where which one should I get, which one should I get, which one will make me a better photographer. So I wanted to address one lens that I feel like every on location photographer should have. I'm going to do another video where I talk about a studio photographer, but we're going to stick to on location for this one. So right now, I think that there is something in the community where most people say that their first lens is a nifty 50. I think that is a true statement to say for most people, but I want to hear from you all right now. What lens was your first lens that you got besides your kit lens with your camera? Okay, drop that in the comments below and let's get into it. So that tool that I am talking about is indeed a lens. Okay, it is a lens, and like I said, some people may think that it is a nifty 50, which this is a 50 millimeter Viltrox lens right here that I got some amazing shots with on location. Amazing shots with on location. Great lens. But it is not a 50 millimeter lens. It is, in fact, this lens right here, and I have my F to Z adapter on there because this is from my F mount. This is the 35 millimeter Sigma f1.4. 35 millimeter Sigma f1.4. Now this would be a f1.2 if Sigma stops playing and go ahead and make that lens for Nikon. I've even contemplated on going and getting the Sony and then adapting it and all of that good stuff, but this is still a great lens. Now let me tell you why I feel like every on location photographer should have this lens. First of all, let's talk about everybody enjoying the fact that they can shoot outside. And why do you enjoy that fact? It's because it offers you so many different backdrops, so many different sceneries. You just have so much more to work with versus being inside of a studio. Even though inside of a studio, you can build sets and do things of that nature as well. But outside, it's just a little bit different. You got a lot of elements to work with. If it's in the daytime, you got natural light. If you're off-camera flash shooter, you got off-camera flash. But the reason why every on-location photographer should have that 35 mil lens in their bag is simply because it is the environmental lens, it is the storytelling lens, and I think that's the most important reason of all. Why are we outside if we are not going to show that we are outside?
Hello? Oh, you want to know where I'm at? We outside!
Okay, that doesn't mean that every shot that we take has to be showing the environment, showing the scenery, telling a story, right? Because I know some folks who love the lens like this, which is the 85 millimeter lens. Okay, And I even know people who love shooting with the famous Sigma Art 105 outside, right? Just because of that compression and that buttery smooth background and them pristine images that you get from it. And you know, they call it the Bokeh King, right? And that's for a reason. Now, that's not to say that you can't use those lenses outside. No, I definitely encourage it. Actually, I know a lot of people might get one lens outside and get going, and then you forget to swap out lenses. I definitely encourage people switching their lenses and actually using each lens for its intended purpose, right? So you know why you're using the 35, you know why you're using the 50, the 85, you know why you're using the 105, right? You're shooting with intent, which is great, and that shows progress in you being a professional photographer. But those lenses are more tight, more portrait style type lenses where you don't get as much scenery. Now, of course, you can alter the distance between you and the subject so that you can get more in. But like we said, we're shooting with intent. So we know exactly what we want when we use those longer focal lengths. And so if we are on location photographers, I believe that 35mm lens is the lens that you should have as a on-location photographer when you want to capture that environment and just let everybody know a little bit more about what you're doing in that particular moment. I can think of wedding sessions. Those are special, and a lot of times you want that scenery because it brings everything all together. Now, the Sigma Art 35mm lens that I've been using it for about 3 years, and 3 things stand out to me with this lens. Every time I use it, I love the character of the lens. I always love the contrast of the lens, and I love the colors. I love the colors of Sigma Art. I'm telling you, the colors are vibrant. It's my style. I love popping colors, so it fits me in everything that I like to shoot. Now, the thing that I don't like about this lens, and hopefully it is a little bit different with the Z body and things like that, but the focus, sometimes it's a little soft, but when it is tack sharp, it is tack sharp and the images are pristine, and that is why I love this lens. So if you're an on-location photographer, let me know in the comments below if you own a 35mm lens. It does not have to be Sigma. Sigma is just what I like, but let me know with your native brand if you own a 35mm lens. That is what I want to know in the comments, and let me know also in the comments what was your first lens overall. So that is the one tool that I feel like every on-location photographer should have in their bag and should use it at some point. Okay, I know we love those zoom lenses, but I love those primes because they get me moving, to get shots. And when I get to moving with my shots, I'm starting to see different angles, different compositions, and getting creative with different shots. And that's the benefit I love with the prime. So let me know, T to the M to the IDD. Peace.
What is going on, guys? You just tuned in to T to the M to the IDD. And if you enjoy this content, make sure you subscribe to the channel. And if you really enjoy the content, check out some more of the videos that you see right here. Oh yeah, and hit that like button for me.